Hello YouTube and welcome to part 1 of episode 3 of my F1 2012 career.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily, so try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Engineer interrupting as always, thank you very much for that. We are in Shanghai in China and we are about to start the Q1 session. We'll be doing the Q3 sessions if we get there in the next episode, however. Because obviously, being Q1, we don't actually get to see the full reflection of my progress. So here we go, on the outlet, driving out. I've made my setup. We've got 5 laps of fuel. We're going into lean for the first lap because we want to have as much fuel as we can, so we can do lots of fast laps. It's still not a lot because, as everyone knows, on the rich mode, it burns like 2 times faster, maybe 1.5 times faster. So trying to preserve as much fuel as we can, just warming up our tyres as much as possible. Trying not to use them as much as possible because I still want to use these tyres in Q2 and they've gone on a new set in Q3. So we are ready for the race. Let's see if we do that well. China, there's a lot of high speed corners, especially in that sector that we've just gone through, which I believe is sector 2. And of course you've got the tricky corner which comes up here in sector 3. There's a tight corner there, followed by this low grip corner, and you actually get more grip as you come out as it stabilises from the camber of the road itself. Making it a bit tricky, you've got to be very gentle on the throttle. Otherwise you are going to go for a spinning lesson and a drifting class that you never actually applied for. Right, okay, here we go. Tyres warmed up a bit now, so hammer down as we come out onto the entrance. DRS open, waiting for that rich mode to come in, and here we go. Full down on the throttle, DRS and KERS all flat down as we get a new load. As soon as we cross the line very early, of course, in China, so we've got to be careful we don't save too many KERS for the actual start line. Okay, you've got to gently come down through the gears on that corner. I went a bit wide that time, which isn't very usual, and ease on the throttle as we come out. Use the KERS and open the DRS, obviously, because in qualifying mode you get it throughout the lap. Hammering down to first gear. Tight corner this. Some people underestimate the speed that it actually can handle. It's actually a lot lower than what you might expect, and what it looks like it's a bit devious. Try to keep the throttle down as much as possible throughout the corner and let the car just ride out down speed through the gears, mainly using engine braking for this sector, and then full throttle as soon as you come out of the corner there, and that will give you enough speed down this straight. Hit on the brakes down to second gear, turn in. Went to first for that one though. Usually I go into second, and then you keep that low revs and then build it up as you go through this corner. Slam down on the KERS button and open the DRS. Long straight as we go down. Of course, China has just actually finished in real life this Saturday and Sunday gone, which was a very interesting race. I really enjoyed it. But let's focus on this lap for now. Where are we going to come? This corner, very tricky. You've got to make sure you get that spot on, because that basically sets you up for the next lap. And we are in P1 for now, doing purple sectors all around. And let's see if we can do better this time round, letting the car just slowly degrade through engine braking and the incline.
That was the fastest lap.
And there we go, a Lotus ahead. Might cause a few problems on our fast lap here. Just slam down the KERS and DRS, looking to the right for some reason. Must have just accidentally pressed the button as we press the KERS. Slamming down the brakes, the Lotus is getting in the way. He's going extremely slow for that corner, and it's painful just to see my lap ruined as we do a purple sector as well. And the fucking McLaren, Jesus, that is just. And we have a penalty. What was that for?
Looks like we've been awarded
caused a collision. There was no collision. I just went round him. Oh my god! Seriously, FIA can just suck on my gentleman sausage. They can suck on my gentleman sausage. And oh, there was a bit of debris there. Does he get a penalty as well? Of course not. That doesn't happen in FIA, only the player gets a penalty. How stupid of me. And that was actually a Sauber, not a McLaren. I do believe. So that just totally ruined my lap there, which means I've now got to do extra hard to actually even get anywhere. I don't even know how big this penalty is going to be. Maybe 5 places. I don't actually know. But that is highly disappointing. Considering, I mean, even if I do get a podium start from the grid, I'm still going to be like 8th, or depending on what it is, I could be even 11th-ish. Why is it with all my R&D parts failing as well? Right, okay, this lap has got to be the bee's knees, to be honest, hasn't it? I am in Q2. There's no question about that. But the fact is,
tyre temperatures are looking really good.
Do I have the pace to keep up that high? At the moment, I'm basically using this as practice for the next qualifying sessions. You know, kicking out all the errors, trying to get to a nice zone and a flow for this track. But oh, that was, and my lap is ruined again by a Toro Rosso, which has trouble getting off of the ground from that corner there. Went onto a bit of the curb, and my tyre locks up anyway. So we're not doing very good in this Q1, but we are P1. But it's not the fastest lap I've ever set. So we're just gonna basically stop even attempting that lap because we're low on fuel anyway, and we're just gonna go nice and slow back to the pit lane. There you go, lean mix. Let all the cars fly past. And that was the Sauber for, Sauber, which is the sister team of Ferrari, I do believe. And here we go, down into first gear, seizing up the tyres a bit, but who cares? So I'm in P1, bitch. And into the pit lane. And roll that car back. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. I'm never going to do that song again. That was terrible. That really was terrible. Right, anyway, let's have a look. I'm still P1, so that's really good. Let's have a look at the race directory and have a look at the exact times we have here. So some people on prime, some people are on option. I'm on option. The two people that are behind me are on primes. So it's a bit of a mix setup for P1 at the moment. So we're just going to fast forward to see if people can actually catch up on those primes. Because if they're actually able to do that time on the primes, then we're in trouble, and that P1 does not reflect what it's going to be in Q3. So that is it for this episode. Hopefully that penalty won't hurt us too much. But let's have a look. Well, come on, just show me the penalty already. I want to know how much damage it's done. What? 10 place, 10 places. That's a 10 grid penalty. Holy shit. Well, that is not good, and hopefully we will do better in the race to make up some ground again. But that's it for this episode, and I will see you in the race in China. Shit.